Okay, questions?
How much do you practice that power play at the end? And just, I mean, you talk about winning plays all the time. Is that just kind of epitomize going and getting those offensive rebounds and then having the presence of mind to extend the possessions?
Yeah, I mean, really what that was about is we lost virtually every single loose ball, 50-50 ball, and we kept on saying it in every huddle that the game is going to be decided by all those loose balls and all the intangible plays, those second effort plays, those extra possessions. This is a very possession-oriented series, not a lot of turnovers. Possessions really, really matter, and those extra ones can really be backbreakers. So we didn't get any of them until that last stretch. We got 4 of them in one possession, and then got somehow a great high motor play to finish it off, Dwayne to LeBron at the end of that possession.
Coach, how good did it feel to, you won game one kind of relatively easy, but to win a grinded out type of game tonight?
Yeah, and maybe we talked about that too much, that we anticipated that this was probably going to be a grind, that they would come back with great urgency, and that we'd have to somehow gut out those possessions on both ends. What we talked about was really trying to get those extra possessions and those loose balls, and we were losing all of them up until that point. But to be able to get some stops like that at the end, and then execute is something that's critical in this series.
They went sort of smaller and tried to stretch you out with Teletovic a little bit at the 5. Do you anticipate that, and kind of what was the thought process in terms of staying with Lewis on him and kind of matching up with them?
Well, look, you're playing a guy that's a 4, possibly a 3 at the center. And we mentioned that coming into the series, that there would probably be a lot of unpredictable rotations and matchups, and that's what you're starting to see. So we have versatility as well. We made the change, but you're looking at 2 teams with great versatility.
Erik, early on, Dwayne wasn't shooting the ball great. I think he started 1 for 7. Yeah. He had trouble with Sean Livingston a little bit, but the way he closed out, what was the difference in him?
I just mentioned that to him as well, that he finds a way, and in the winning time, his best quarter was the fourth quarter, and not just the offense at the beginning of the fourth when LeBron was on the bench. We were running offense through him. He was creating actions either for himself or for Ray, but defensively, really active. I thought that I was going to have to take him out at some point, but it was so close. He got to the 6, 5 minute, 4 minute. You're going to have to finish this thing out, and he dug deep for that one, and that's what makes Dwayne special. That he figures out different ways that you can impact and win. It's not just scoring.
Coach, what can you say about the effort you got out of Ray, especially in the second half, not only shooting, but what he was doing defensively?
Tough, without that, and you just have to figure and crack games, the code, as it happens. And they're a good defensive team that really can catch you in their web and flatten you out if you don't do it with energy. And Ray was playing with a great motor, so that was breaking. We were probably getting our best actions off of him running around, either the threes that he was getting or loosen up the defense from there. So a veteran guy, been in these moments. He had a sense for it, a feel for it, what we needed.
Erik, I know you couldn't have scripted it, but LeBron's creativity, that skip pass along the baseline with almost no room to throw it to Mario for that 3, does that just speak to, everyone looks at him as a power player and everything else, just the basketball mind he has to find something when seemingly nothing is there?
Yeah, and that's, we say it all the time, we don't take it for granted, but you have to make different kind of plays. You don't know what plays you're going to have to make. I think most people think when he gets it at that point, in his wheelhouse there in the mid-post, that he's just going to be able to create an open shot. But they have good individual defenders, and they cut it off very well, and the help was there. But he has other layers to his game, and that vision, but also the size and length to be able to make that pass. It was big.
Erik, I know it's not a one-on-one situation, but what role did your point guards play in shutting out Darren Williams? Because I know you said before the game you anticipated him, probably trying to be more aggressive.
Yeah, I won't get in. It's look, they're just doing what they can just to try to keep their body in front as much as possible. Some of those shots he misses and they're wide open, it could change the way it looks, and we won't get into that. As he goes up there in his comfort zone, he'll be even more aggressive. Okay, thank you.